Hello and welcome back to my channel. My hands are stained red and it's going to be a very exciting reason why. So, I made the first part to Raven's belt. So, the gold little foam round pieces that I made, painted, heated, and now have no reason for. Except for I do. So, the part 2 is going to be the red dome sphere thing. Now, a lot of people will make them flat, but I noticed that the pictures, they look a little... So, I went shopping. A little shopping, and I got red clay. I got... Sculpy in the color Red Hot Red. So this is what I'm using. The lighting. It's oven bake. So I'm going to show you guys how I am making this in the second part of this video. So I'm super excited about this. Woohoo! Just so you know, it does stain your hands. You can wear gloves, but I find that the molding part that I'm doing requires a smooth finger, and it's kind of hard to do that with gloves. So I will find out whether or not this washes off, and I will tell you guys, because if not, I will be a little mad. So we're gonna get right into it, jump right into it, and I should stand on my 2 feet. That's what I should do. And I'm going to show you guys how I am doing this. Let's jump on into it. So again, my workspace is the floor. So I have, this is one of the foam pieces that I cut. I didn't heat it or paint it at all. So this is what I'm using to create this. It's a little lifted, not too much, enough that you can see that it's lifted, but not a ton. This is how many I have made. This one I'm going to redo, but I'm going to show you guys real quick how I'm doing it. So I have this silicone mold. I will put in how big I made everything in the description, including the spheres themselves. I'll measure them and I'll put that in the description, as well as how long this is in inches. And then I'll put in how deep it is. Not that that really matters though. Let me see if it's in here. In this little thing. So I got it at Micheals. It doesn't tell me anything. So I will measure it and let you guys know. I'll put it in the description. So what I'm using is something round, something spherical to push down. The clay, obviously, I was using a knife. I'm no longer using it, just to cut these little half pieces and a little extra foam piece. So I have to mold this with my hand, warm it up a little bit, and then I push it. And then I'm just gonna push it into the mold with the glue stick. And I'm not gonna care that much about whether or not it comes out round. I just want it to touch the edges all around. Like that. It's going to be a little flat, obviously. That does not matter that much. So now I'm taking it out and I'm placing it right in the center of the foam piece. And then I'm just going to start pushing down the edges to make them thinner. And then it should just connect to the thing. So, and I'm just going to continue doing that. And then I'm going to use my finger and I'm just going to kind of take away any, take away any cracks that are in the clay. I want it to be as smooth as possible. And you don't want to go too hard, or else you're just going to be lifting clay, and that's not going to do what you want. As I'm doing that, I'm going to be continuing to push down the edges and then smoothing it out, trying to get the center to be a little bit more even. and voila. Then, since I didn't do anything with this, I bend it until one of the edges lifts, and then I peel it off, and I put it with the rest. And then I will bake these with the instructions here. The instructions say 275 degrees Fahrenheit or 130 Celsius, 15 minutes per every 1/4 inches or 6 millimeters. I don't know what that means, and I don't know what'll happen if I don't do it correctly. So we're just going to hope that I do it correctly, and yeah. So I'll let you guys know in the description how the baking went. And, you know, I will make one and then bake that one and then see how it goes. So, but basically that's it. Oh God. So that's pretty much how to do it. It's just, and if you decide to make your spheres like larger, which you absolutely can do, you can in fact just do it that way, you know, just go based off of that. I had thought about, and you guys can do this, I decided that maybe they were going to be too big. I know that some craft stores will sell like the half styrofoam spheres, like Hobby Lobby I know does. I personally prefer to go to Micheals. Hobby Lobby is a little drive for me, and I don't like driving. So, or Joann's may or may not. I don't know. I have to go to Joann's soon anyway, so I'll put it in the description whether or not they do, but I prefer the clay because I think that the half sphere domes will be way too big, and then it'll be really obvious compared to the clay. You can also do resin. The resin also will just end up being molded. You can get the same mold, and you can just do it with resin and paint it, or you can paint the resin before you put it in the mold, and I'm sure that there are a million videos on how to do that. I personally think that the clay is going to be a better option, but that's all up to you guys. Oh God. I'm going to bake one of them. I'll post in the description how long I baked it for and how it came out, how many tries it took. I don't really know what's going to happen. Luckily, I have loads of time. So I'm super excited. The part 3 is going to be combining everything. So I'm basically just, actually, you'll see it in the video. I have to go to the craft store to pick up all the things that I'm going to need. I will also put in the description whether or not this red came off of my hands easy or if it was a lot of work. I feel like it'll come off pretty easily, but well, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, all of your information you're going to need is going to be in the description. So the type of clay I used, the color I used, where I got it. Then for the silicone mold, I'll put in how long it was and then how deep it was. Like I said, it doesn't really matter how big it was. You could get smaller and continue doing it like that. I personally think this mold was kind of perfect. I'll put in how long round the foam pieces are as well, just so that you guys can also know that. I'll put that in the description as well, and I think that's all. I did it. Fun fact, YouTube does not allow you to make videos longer than 10 minutes if you don't have a specific amount of subscribers. So I hope that you are a subscriber now, because then I can make longer videos. So part 3 will be coming up here soon. I'm super excited about it. So I just hope that you guys enjoy this and utilize it. And I'm so excited. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you all.